It looks like he has a nice butt. Maybe a fine candidate for my quest. Hello, sir.
Got me stuck, can't give it up. Back in reality, stop to clarity, stop the distraction, regain some traction. Was hypnotic, so iconic, got me stuck, can't give it up. Back in reality, stop to clarity, stop the distraction.
Hello everyone, Editing Ken here, and I just wanted to make a quick announcement before we get into this crazy gameplay on the delistings, or not delistings, but de-indexing of a lot of games over on itch.io. That heavily affects this game as well as a lot of other games like Hunky City and stuff. But the developer has shared an announcement that I want to share with you all. Hello, everybody. As you may have noticed, itch.io is currently going Tumblr 2.0 on NSFW Games. Good news is, game is only apparently not removed from the site yet. Bad news is that we're shadowban, baby. Lubrificanus. Here's another thing. The words in this game trip me up really badly. So during the gameplay, don't make fun of me because I struggle, okay? Lubrificanus no longer appears in searches. I will still work on the game as the next update is planned for September. That said, I'm looking for a new platform to share the files in case the worst happens. Since we don't know what tomorrow is made of, I strongly encourage you to follow me on Blue Sky just in case. See you later, hopefully. Giggin'. So yeah, this has affected a lot of games, including the Hunky City game I've played, Dead Dating. Basically any game that has been tagged as NSFW has been de-indexed from showing up on searches on itch.io. This has to do with this ongoing war with credit card companies pressuring websites on whether or not we should be able to pay with their credit card processing technology in order to play these games. But with that being said, I'm here to showcase this game. And another good thing is if you just type the name of this game in the Google search bar, the itch.io page pops up just fine. But it pops up in the search bar just fine. It's just searching through itch.io, which seems to be an issue as of right now. Although I will say, going on itch.io, I am seeing NSFW games just pop up normally like they used to, but they're all hetero games. So itch.io is going to need to explain for that. Why are some of these heterosexual games popping back up, whereas all the LGBT games are still invisible? But anyway, without further ado, enjoy the video. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lubrificanus. I believe that's how you say it. So this game has been out in demo form. I think there's a few episodes out, not the full game, but you know, they're releasing it in parts. And I've always wanted to try it. It looks very interesting. So without further ado, let's get into it. I was given a quest. Since the day I was born hundreds of years ago, my life has been filled with stories and legends. On my bed of rose petals, in the queendom of the fairies, I eagerly devoured the stories told to me by my guardians. Stories of princesses and dragons, stories of witchcraft and magic. I could already see myself hovering on the shoulder of a knight in shining armor, slicing through the embodiment of evil with my magic and my courage. There are so many courageous knights out there, my tutor told me, and legendary quests are waiting for you. However, my dear, do not delude yourself. The greatest quests are offered to fairies whose greatness of soul is beyond comprehension. Ever since I was born, this was my world. One day, the queen of the fairies, our holy mother, summoned me. Nameless fairy, this day will define the rest of your life, for I, your queen, mother, will give you a name and a purpose. Each day of your life, you will serve only this function, and the life of many humans will depend on the quality of your work. Look around you. Thank me for this life I'm giving you, for today, nameless fairy, your whole universe will change. Oh, I'm sorry. I just realized I haven't introduced myself. I am the Lube Fairy, the Lube Fairy. I'm the fairy of lubes and I'm the fairy that lubes buttholes. Oh, this took a turn. Ever wonder how men could put long shade? Oh my God. Oh, wondering what I look like? Here you go. Banana for a scale. Now forget about it. So that's what the Lube Fairy looks like. How fascinating. All year long, all around the world, I make sex painless and more enjoyable to everybody. Everywhere except in one country, Belgium. What's going on in Belgium? Kidding. I mean the cursed country of Perineum. 100 years ago, the king of Perineum, the Tight King, passed a strange law, a total ban on the use of lubricant. You can imagine that many men have called me for help, but this law also prohibited me from passing through this country. Horrible things then happen in Perineum, or Perineum. I've witnessed the most maddening situations, men giving up on sex to read a book, just the tip, sex only putting the tip in and not much more. Orgies go on, starting with go on, no wait, go on, no wait. The only good side of this is that rim jobs become a national sport in Perineum. But I'm no spit fairy. Oh my goodness. I'm the Lube Fairy. The Spit Fairy is my sister and she can go fuck herself without lube. What she do? She spitting on people? Not long ago, our Holy Mother summoned me again and told me that she had heard the prayers of the Perineans. Perineans. I'm just gonna say that. A century of complaints, and she decided to end it. She will send me on a quest to Perineum. I have to meet the Tight King and plead my case. But how do I demonstrate to the Tight King the benefits of lubricant of an entire country of complaints was not enough to convince him? If an entire country of complaints was not enough to convince him, it's simple. I'm going to show him an example. No one remains indifferent to the sight of a cleverly lubricated anus. It is literally a black hole. It sucks you in. I will go to the castle and request an audience accompanied by a valiant knight. I will show the Tight King the benefits of my magic. All I have to do now is find a man who's into butt stuff. Let my adventure begin. Okay. Here we are, Perineum. It's not too late, Lube. You can still backtrack and return to the Fairy Queendom. No, it's gonna be all right. The mission will be an easy one, probably, hopefully. Maybe we can even call it an adventure. I must not disappoint the Fairy Queen, our great mother of us all. All right then, where to go? Where to start? Hey, Lube. Behind me. I'll tap you. Garland? You did it. You tapped me. What are you doing here? Wait. You've got it, Lube. I'm the Fairy of First Steps, and someone here is starting an adventure. Talking about you, my wonderful friend. So I'm here to share with you some required knowledge that you, and you, player, will need before starting your quest in Perineum. So basically, you're going to talk about boring shit that will break the fourth wall a lot. What wall are you talking about? Never mind. Anyway, we can talk. I can give you some tips, or you can decide to go on your quest alone. As you wish, I don't really care. Okay, let's talk about you. So you're the Fairy of First Steps. How are you, Garland? Are you still preparing new adventurers on their first quests? I mean, it's my job. I never thought you would ever need my services, Lube. To think that when I first met you, you were a carefree young fairy who dreamed of becoming a fairy godmother. Now you're oiling asses. Time flies so fast. Speaking of which, it would be cool if you shaved a little down there. You're so hairy I could have a hard time getting to your asshole when you need my services. Darling, hair is part of my charm. If I shaved, I would lose most of my lovers. Your lovers? You're no longer with that human Yentis, the one who makes penis replicas? Oh, he has his own shop now. Yen Toys. He makes me so much money. Or he makes so much money. We're still in a relationship, but we decided to become an open couple. Being married to a fairy with the difference in life expectancy, all that, it's not easy. So we concluded that there is no reason for me to be the only man in his life when I've already known hundreds. I remain destined to make him as happy as possible, though. That will be my reason for living until his death. Okay, any news from the fairy queendom? What do you mean? You got out of it about 30 seconds ago. I mean, no gossip, anything I should know? Oh, Boris the Toenails fairy finally managed to get that goddamn billiard ball out of his ass. It was the number 4 in case you wanted to know. That's something I'm glad to hear. Oh, and there's also rumors about our queen mother, the fairy queen. She pulled ball number 6 out of her celestial orifice. I heard she seemed very anxious about this quest you're starting. Like someone whose secret would soon be out. The queen didn't seem particularly anxious to me. Besides, this quest seems pretty basic. If you ask me, the quest itself will be simple, but the reasons why this quest must be done are probably more complicated. It doesn't change anything for me personally. Meet the tight king, show him the joys of anal pleasure, and boom, I'm done. Oh, maybe I'm worrying about nothing. I'm sure everything will turn out great. Anything I need to know about this place? Lube is prohibited here. Whoa, thanks, I didn't know. Perennium is a vast and mostly uninteresting country with lots of forests. The largest one surrounds the castle of the king and the country. Lube being prohibited here, I advise you to show off your powers not to show off your powers too much. I don't think the king or the royal guard can really harm any official envoy from the great queen fairy. Limit yourself to the minimum, and that's all I advise you to do. Trust my instincts. There's something fishy behind this lube ban. Maybe even something magical. But hey, I might be wrong anyway. You do what you want. Okay, we're done. All right, you're free to venture into Perennium. Why don't you come with me? Sorry, Lube, but if I received any instruction from the queen regarding your quest, is that the man you're talking to, the king, can't be a fairy. The man you're taking to the king can't be a fairy. Don't ask me why, I have no idea. That would be too easy. Maybe I'll see you again before I meet the king. Doubt it. I'm only useful to novice adventurers. And now that you know the basics, you've moved up from the intermediate level. But don't worry, you'll be fine. Keep your eyes fixed on your goal and don't forget to stay hydrated. See you, Lube. I'll be watching you from afar. Bye, Garland, and thanks for your help. Who is this? My star descending into the valley of my tears, spawn of a lost era. It's my hand in yours that, exhausted, I climb the mountain of purposelessness, of a purposeless life. And suddenly the truth burned my eyes, more powerful than 1,000 suns. I fucking love pancakes. Boo. Did I scare you? Not really. Was that a poem? Oh, nothing, just passing the time. A fairy of my designation doesn't have much to do. My work is very specific. Oh, really? Let me introduce myself. I am Lube. I lubricate buttholes. Oh. I'm Tomoeda. I'm the fairy of people in a hurry. The fairy of people in a hurry? You know when you have a super important meeting, but your alarm didn't go off and you wake up 10 minutes before it and there's a 15-minute trip between your house and your workplace? Or when you really have to poop? I'm the fairy who finds solutions. And nobody needs your help like right now. The quality of my work also depends on my well-being and motivation. Basically, you slack off and only work when you feel like it. Got it. But maybe you have work for me. If you're in a hurry, I can help you progress in your quest. Oh? I need to find a knight to meet the king. Oh, excuse me, I forgot. I can do something cool. Want to see? If you want my help, I need a magic phrase. Asking for Tomoeda's help will propel you to the beginning of Chapter 2, with Ruben as your companion and all the collectibles available in Chapter 1. You'll also have 1,000 gold in your pocket. I'd rather manage on my own. She's weird. No problem. Maybe next time. See you, Miss Lou. She is weird. Okay. All right, now where to go? Oh. Hello, miss. Hello, cat. I am the Lube Fairy. I come from the Fairy Queendom for some quest-related business in Perennium. Kaylee. Cat is Cassiope. Meow. Are you from Perennium? Barmaid in Fissa. Was bored, decided to walk around a bit. Captivating. So, a fairy, huh? Yeah. Okay. You mentioned Fissa. Is it a nearby town? Village behind me, if you can call it a village. Not many inhabitants. Proximity to the forest of the one peril does not help. People are afraid to settle in. The forest of the one peril. The forest surrounding the castle. What's so special about this forest? Haunted. By what? Too long to explain. Ask someone else. The men of Fissa. Will I find men in Fissa? Yes. Are they promiscuous? That is, would they be inclined to stick something in their anuses in front of a public not very open to this kind of practice? No. Meow. Cassiope says they're all sluts, so I guess I was wrong. Yes, you will find dirty men in Fissa. Okay, bye girl. Thanks for your help. Okay. One last thing though. If once in Fissa you don't know what to do, come see me at the tavern. I may have some hints for you. And she's gone. Looks like someone forgot their bag. Let's peek in there. Nothing in... Huh? What's this? It's a cute little box. It's closed. The name on it is Boss. Well, I guess I know who it belongs to now. A box full of equipment, ropes, jars filled with glue. There's also a hammer with a long, thick red leather handle. A small village a few minutes away. I assume it's Fissa. With any luck, I'll find a night there. Let's go there. Fissa. It's smaller than I expected, but I can smell the lust. There are sodomite nights in this village. Sodomite nights. I never thought I would hear someone say that. I better start exploring. Oh my, oh. A burly guy and a pretty boy. Perhaps I could convince one of them to join me on the quest. Let's go a little closer and try to introduce myself. How could you possibly be this incompetent? Why did I hire such a dumbass? I'm sorry, boss. I promise to work harder from now on. It's been 15 times you've apologized, Lee. This fucking house will never be finished, and if it ever is, it will fall apart with the slightest gust of wind. I'm tired of going behind you to fix your fucking mistakes. It's decided. No pay this month. But boss! No buts, runt. Now you go back to work and I'll send you back to your mom. Is that clear? What? What's she got to look at us? What? What's she got to look at us? The bumblebee? Can you see we're talking? Sorry, Madam Fairy. It's my fault you're being yelled at now. I'm the one yelling. Rah, you're tiring me, Lee. I'm the fairy looking for a companion for a quest, that's all. Yeah, well, the kid here won't go on until a quest... Oh my gosh, I can't speak. The kid here won't go on a quest until I decide. And for my part, no chance. I have too much work in Fissa, especially since I have to do the work of 2 people alone. Excuse me. I'm sick of this bullshit. I'll go relax a bit. And since I know you're going to take advantage of me not being around to go touch your... Oh, behind the bush, I'm confiscating your package. But I haven't opened it yet. Wait, what is that? Did you just talk back at me, you little brat? Okay, I'm out, and go back to work, Lee. Yes, boss. Lee's in trouble. I'm sorry, Madam Fairy, but I really can't speak right now. If boss sees me lazing around, I can say goodbye to my pay next month. But you already said goodbye to your pay this month. Some kind of store. There's not much on the shelves. Hey, looking isn't free. What the hell, it should be. Hi, I'm just taking a look. This is what they all say, and then I have to run down the street to get the candy they stashed in their coats. You don't sell candy though. Well, how could I? Fuckers keep stealing them. It won't be easy. Let me introduce myself. I'm the Lube Fairy. This is the first time in Perennium since forever. Well, you have some bizarre vacation choices. Perennium isn't known to be particularly party-loving, just a rotten country between Ballsack and Butthall. But are you looking for something? I'm also the tour guide. I'm Candice, by the way. I'm looking for a man, my poor girl, and you're looking for it here? Bad choice, my sweet. All the men you'll find in Fissa are gay. Come to think of it, I don't think Fissa will last long. Oh, no, I'm not trying to get married. Believe me, with my job, it's never the right time to find a significant other. So what do you want then? Let me explain. Okay, let me recap. You want to take a guy to the castle so he sticks something up his ass in front of the Tight King. Yes, you got it right. But the said ass will be lubricated beforehand. And you seriously think that will be enough to bring down that stupid lube ban? You'll never know if you don't try. You know what? I like you, sister. I dig your vibes. You got things going. That's nice. You're okay too, I guess. My sarcasm detector is ringing. It's weird. Fairy bitch. And that's how friendships are born. Are you going to help me? Help you? Help you? There isn't much I can do. But your buddy Candice is in your camp. If you need information or want to buy something, I'm here to help. We don't have much in stock and nothing but useless junk, but if you have money, this is the only place you can spend it. You may find some use later in your adventure. I stock up from time to time. Don't hesitate to come back after walking around town. Ah, and Candice's Good Deals is having a promotion at the moment. Make 3 purchases and you leave with a gift. That's good to know. So, the town of Fissa. Anything to know about this village? Not really. As you can see, it's not bustling with activity around here. It's a very young village. Did you see the house under construction in front of the shop? We're expanding as best we can. About 5 years ago, I arrived here with Boss. We found the abandoned homes of a forgotten village near the Forest of the One Peril. We settled down and named this village Fissa. Other villagers moved in, and here we are. Maybe this village was prosperous decades ago. Nobody knows. We found no documents and the buildings were empty with the exception of some useless stuff in the tower. If you want my opinion, the proximity of this village to the Forest of the One Peril may have scared the previous villagers away. Between us, I stay because the residents are rather handsome, even though I'm not their type. Anything else? What about Perennium? Last time I was in Perennium was before the lube ban. Anything to know? Whoa, so you're practically a grandma. The lube ban was just celebrated its 100th anniversary. I guess that's normal for a fairy. You must have seen so many assholes in your life. You have no idea. Perennium, the land of daily orgies, is what I would say if it weren't for that stupid ban. What can we say about Perennium except that everyone is living in fear and boredom? We have beautiful landscapes if you can get past the Forest of the One Peril. The castle is nice to look at. From afar though, the Tight King isn't known for his hospitality. The lack of lubricant means you can't fuck much. Guys will walk around with their balls full all day. And just because our lives weren't complicated enough, oil is prohibited too. You can't even melt butter. Which is a good thing if you want my opinion. I might not fuck often, but the last thing I want is a hot waffle smelling pussy. Oh my god. Oh, this game is wild. Anyway, Perennium since the reign of the Tight King has been a bit lame, but our guys are hot and we have good beer. Consider stopping by the tavern if you have time. Okay, so what about this Tight King? What's going on with him? The Tight King and his stupid law. Tell me about it, sister. The guys are so horny, they're on the verge of fucking me. And gay men are not good at eating. The king is not very popular here. But no one has seen him for a long time. We received his degrees by mail. Does anyone visit the castle? No one for 100 years, and for the most stupid reason in the world. No one can access it. The forest literally kicks our asses and then throws us back to its edge. Haven't tried it myself and I won't. I saw the guys who tried to go to the castle, they couldn't sit anymore. I wish I could help you more, but come to think of it, we don't have much information on the Tight King after all. So what about the Forest of One Peril? We have to go through the forest to get to the castle, don't we? The Forest of One Peril? Yes. It gets its name from the fact that whoever goes there undergoes an ordeal, and one ordeal only. And these are not known to be enjoyable. What kind are we talking about? The kind of ordeal that shouldn't be a problem for any adventurous man with a carefully lubricated asshole. Legend says that before the reign of the Tight King and the Lube Band, people used to go in the forest for fun. Times have changed a lot. Okay, so I'm assuming the forest, and they can't see. Okay, that makes sense. That's what's going on. That's the One Peril. Later, little friend. Okay. What's in here? This the tavern? The tavern, the meeting place for men in search of experimentation. I remember a drunkard who wanted to fuck a whole bottle of wine. I wonder what happened to him. I'm stupid. He died, not because of the ball, but because it happened 800 years ago. Oh, the questionable hygiene of 8 centuries ago. The soap fairy was not yet born at the time. Anyway. It looks like he has a nice butt. Maybe a fine candidate for my quest. Hello, sir. What the fuck? Girl, what's going on with him? Welcome to Cassiope's, Fissa's Tavern. You want beer? We have beer. Ah, Kylie and Cassiope. I finally see you doing what you're paid for. Found the man you were looking for? I'm on it. Okay. I'm curious as to what kind of hints we need, because if it's a point-and-click adventure game, I feel like it's self-explanatory. When we met near the Fairy Queendom, you said something about hints. I did. The quest of yours, I was thinking about your best options. I think you could convince 3 men residing in Fissa. If you don't know how to approach them, I can help you for a small fee. Besides, I can hear some coins in your wallet, just enough to buy a clue. You can also buy hints from various other things you could do in Fissa or how to get easy money. I'll only say these hints once, so pay attention. I don't like to repeat myself. If you're interested, here's what I have to offer. Well, how do I get more money? The only way you can earn money is by playing Taurus' stupid card game, but it may be difficult to earn big if your deck is not full of good cards. My advice, look around. People tend to forget those cards everywhere, emphasis on everywhere. It may be a good idea to backtrack outside of Fissa. Also, talk to people. Some will give you their card if you talk to them. Other people just like to have a little chat, so don't be a douchebag. If Taurus' card game gives you trouble, don't forget that you can upgrade your cards to improve their bonuses. Okay. Cassiope is so cute. Okay. Can I pet her? Only between midnight and 2 a.m. Why is she called Cassiope and not Cassiopeia? Meow. Cassiope said, and why don't you mind your own fucking business? What a fluffy little angel. How can you be so relaxed? Fissa looks like a good place for people who don't like to work. So you're saying I'm a slacker? Oh, no. I mean, aren't you bored? No. I have Cassiope and Cassiopes. From time to time, we come across adventurers who wish to meet the Tight King or challenge the Forest of One Peril. I often go to the forest to bring these guys back to Fissa and treat any wounds they may have. Wait a minute. You're going to the Forest of One Peril? Yes. And you never had to face any ordeal? No. The spirit of the forest and I made a deal. Every month, I bring them the corpse of a virgin and paint a 100-year-old oak tree with their blood while singing a song to Mascarpone, the fairy of lactose intolerance. I bring them the corpse of a virgin and paint a 100-year oak tree with their blood while singing a song to Mascarpone, the fairy of lactose intolerance. Satisfied with the sacrifice, the forest leaves me in peace. Well, all I have to do now is find a virgin. 'Tis a joke, babe. Oh. The trails of the Forest of Wampero don't start right outside of the village, but a little deeper into the woods. Knowing this limit allows me to explore a tiny part of the forest without danger. The forest rejects injured adventurers in this safe zone, as if it knows that I will come to seek them. Oh, okay. Note to self, still look for a virgin just in case. Anyway, I think there are several of us here admiring your incredible charm. Okay. You look completely devoid of anxiety. That's quite unusual. I don't think I've seen you with any other facial expression. I have other facial expressions, like this one. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so what about this tavern? Why open a tavern in such a small village? Because after getting their asses pounded by 15 goblins in the Forest of Wampero, adventurers often need a drink. And Fissa won't stay tiny for long. Once you've completed your quest, tourists will flock, and the legends of the terrible Tight King and his Forest of Wampero will fade away. So don't fuck up. She smiled. No need to talk to that dude right now. And he's rude. A bunch of cat toys in a comfy pet bed. Looks like they were barely used. Just a photo of Cassiope. Oh, so cute. Warning, a man was seen prowling around Fissa at night. All his victims are consenting, but in these hard times without lube, watch your anuses. Wait a minute. Cassiopes, the name of this tavern and the mascot to Fissa. The luminous letters use an unknown technology, probably the work of Grogbudine, the tavern lettering fairy. She upped her game. A map of Fissa and the surrounding area. It does not include the area around the castle. Once in the forest, we'll have to improvise. Looks like someone wrote something on the map. Tree stump. Oh, something about the tree stump. What is this place? Hello, welcome to Taurus's Big Good. You! Toru, you little. What are you doing here in Fissa? What am I doing in Fissa? Are you serious, Lube? Have you seen the guys hiding in the shithole? I could not move in here. It's good to see you, Lube. You've grown. No, shrunken. New dress, maybe? Don't pretend like you miss me. Wherever you go, I find myself overworked. Oh, by Niporlabog, the fairy of nipples. Seeing you, I just remembered the orgy of Testiculia? Yeah, what a great week. Are you kidding me? I couldn't stop working for a single second. How the hell do you get all these men into your bed? Oh my, don't tell me you want to make Fissa testicular. I cannot say these words. Testiculia too? Lou, please, I wouldn't dare. Listen to me, you little runt. If you ever lie to me again, Lou, by the name of our most holy mother, the Queen of Fairies, I would never lie to you again. Trust me. By the name of Toru, must I remind you that this is the very Queen of Fairies herself who banished you after you fucked half the royal court? I know, that is one of my biggest regrets. That I couldn't fuck the other half. Anyway, what are you doing in Fissa? Like I told you, the guys here are sexy. They let themselves be pounded quite easily. That said, the lack of lubricant made the task less fun. But you know me, I eat ass like no one else. Please stop. And then, once my balls were empty, I decided to settle down for a while. I like this village, it's quiet. There's something about living with people under the authority of a bossy daddy that turns me on. Do you think I could fuck the Tight King? So that's his true form. I doubt it. Adding it to my to-do list. Anyway, I have my marquee. I talk to visitors, I offer games. In other words, I am Fissa's main attraction. Do you want to talk or maybe play a game of Moneymaker? Moneymaker? Explain the rules to me. So what's this Moneymaker game about? Oh, you'll like it. Let me explain the rules to you. Moneymaker is a game of luck and self-control. The more you play, the more chances you have to win big, but also to lose everything you have to stop in time. I have a set of cards in my hand. I will present them to you one after another. Some cards give you points, some cards multiply those points. Some cards don't offer you anything at all. Get as many points as you can. You can see the amount of points you got inside the little box with cards painted on it to your left. I already gave you some since we're besties. One obstacle though, the game over card. This card removes all the points you have accumulated. Since I'm no monster, your points will be reset to 5 and not 0. And I will count each time you stumble on this card. And let me tell you, having this card too many times can only lead to bad consequences. See the box with a little thumb up, with a little thumbs up? If you come across a bad card too many times, it will change. And from that point, I'll start taking some of your money. If you come across it too many times, I'll start taking money from you every time it appears, and this amount will get bigger and bigger. Since I'm not a monster, I'll wait until you find some more cards before pocketing your gold. Knowing you, there's a way to bribe you to reset that count. Like giving you a penis-shaped lollipop or something. That's mean, Lube. I'm not that easy. Anyway, there are 2 ways to prevent losing your game points: the transfer and shields. Let's start with the most common one, the transfer. With each card drawn, I'll give you the choice to stop. Your points are then reset to 0, but also converted into money, right into your purse. You'll see how much you have in your wallet under the icon. Once rich, go spend it all at Candice's. The last way to prevent the game over card from fucking up your day is to have a shield activated, a neat little feature offered by some upgraded cards. Having a shield activated cancels the game over card, so you don't lose any game points and you can continue your streak counting on the appearance of a multiplier. Oh my gosh, so many rules. Be careful though. You are only allowed to have 3 active shields. Watch the counter carefully, because if you draw a 4th shield card, you'll have to reset your shield counter and your game points to 0. I'll also take some of your money. If you see you're approaching the shield count limit and want to get rid of it, talk to me between 2 card sessions and I'll reset your shield count to 0, but it won't be free. Oh yeah, one last thing, let's talk about upgrades. Most cards can be upgraded, improving their values. You'll also get new illustrations, which is a neat feature. If you're having trouble making money with your current deck, upgrades are handy dandy. These are the rules. Play long games and to win big, but you have a big percentage of chance of losing everything, or settle for short games and successfully cash in small wins. But the items for sale at Candice are quite expensive, so it might take you 1,000 years. I can't wait for you to play it. This is the first time someone will see my custom cards. I made them myself. I'll bet my wings there's a picture of your wee-wee in it. Lube, you know I'm not that kind of man. Sure. So you want to play? Game on, baby. Ooh, that was a lot of rules. I'd like a card, please. Wait. Our mutual friends, the Sandwiches sisters. And that was a bad card, so you actually lost. Okay, next card. I'll try to understand this game, but that was like a lot of information at one time. I'd like a card, please. The first time I ran into this guy, I poked his ass. He laughed. He poked my ass. We became friends. Typhon? He took me into his house, the weird tower east side of the village. He gave me a sticky potion. I drank it up in one go. I don't know what it was. I don't know what was in it, but I didn't stop that day. 10 more points for you. Okay. I think I kind of get it. I'd like a card, please. Haha, made you look, made you look. I fucking knew it. Okay, we convert that into gold. Okay. Let's leave. All right. let's catch up. Let's talk about the Fairy Queendom. The Fairy Queendom is very calm without you. They say that like it's a bad thing. Everyone wanted me to leave. They wanted peace and I wanted action. Leaving was the best solution. Also, there was the whole, we ban you for life because I heard you want to bang my father thing. The Fairy Queen doesn't know fun. Well, I confess I miss a few guys anyway. Luma still lives with his mother. Luma, the fairy of doorknobs? Yes, he won't be moving anytime soon if you want my opinion. Why are you asking? Oh, no reason. You've said too much now. What did he do, Luma? Nothing, I tell you. Just remember to clean the door handles of the Fairy Queendom. It's not for no reason that Luma gave them the phallic shit. Oh my gosh. Oh, please. So what about this Tight King? The King of Perennium, the mysterious Tight King. I wonder what he looks like. Me too. You plan on meeting him, right? Let's make a bet. If he matches my description, you'll tell him about me. Only compliments allowed. I'm not doing this. So I imagine him very tall with long blonde hair that falls down his back, a neat beard and classy clothes. His shirt barely holds his huge pecs. When he sits down, the bulge in his pants is gigantic. When he fucks, he keeps his crown on. Might I remind you that he is at least 120 years old? A daddy. At this age, he's more of a granddaddy. No one has seen him for a century. Maybe there have been several Tight Kings, and the one you're about to meet is a dashing young man who blindly follows the traditions imposed by previous generations. If he renounces the stupid law, let me be his first. Please, please, please. So how are you having sex without the lube fairy? Come to think of it, I think the last time you used my services was in Butthall. I remember visiting every city in that country. Butthall was my last stop before arriving in Perennium. Let me tell you, I was amazed when I made it out of my first Perennium and he didn't take anything out of his nightstand. I have nothing against a little pain, but you got me used to the good things, lube. You got me used to the good things, lube. I prefer when it slides easy. It must be hard for you not to answer the constant calls for help from couples in heat. Well, it's forbidden. What do you want me to tell you? About 100 years ago, the Fairy Queen came to me and ordered me to stop going to Perennium. It didn't stop people from fucking. I can tell you that. I saw them in my head. All these asses that were taking dry stuff out of nightmares. And 100 years later, you were rebelling? No, I have permission from the Fairy Queen to come here. She told me that she hadn't been in contact with the Tight King for a very long time. I had to take some steps off, by the way. Fissa Duel replaces me to lubricate people during this time. I fear the worst. Now, what about that pee-pee pic of yours? Of course, there was a picture of your deck. My most beautiful tool. I almost want to ask you to put that card back in the deck. The point multiplier was welcome. Do you want me to put a multiplier back in the deck? I can do that. He added a new card to the deck. Hopefully it's not another pic of his giant dong. Take this as an apology gift. Okay, we're done talking. I'm leaving. See you, Lube. Big nasty fine ass. A large tower overlooking Fissa. The color of the bricks is quite unique. Seeing the mortar, this construction looks very old. The door is locked. I need a key. A key? I remember seeing a key before leaving Fissa, but where? Oh, I know where. He can't talk. Wait. This is our main character. Okay, Typhon is Fissa's own mad scientist. This kind of alchemist spends his days locked in his tower, concocting potions that give smiles and erections. Oh my. Oh my goodness. He gave me another nasty card. a fairy of unknown attribution whose sexual appetite put the high dignitaries of the fairy queendom to shame. He likes games and hairy buttocks. So he gave me 2 nasty cards. Who is this? Here is a face that I know only too well. Yes, it is I, Beatrice the fairy. To what do I owe the honor of your presence, Beatrice? It was written in the stars that my presence will illuminate the perennium, whatever that word is. That word like throws me off. Landscape. What am I doing here? I fly like a butterfly. I dance with the breeze. I laugh at the trials of life. Okay. And you, my dear Lube, what are you doing here? My knowledge in the field of lubrication is quite limited. I grant you, but I do know that your presence is not really allowed in these lands. Yes, I started a quest to fix that problem. A quest, she tells me. A quest, she tells me. I happen to have a few items in my satchel that will be great help to you in your glorious adventure. I don't know, Beatrice. Explain your reluctance to me. Well, you are the fairy of underwhelming gifts. It's not really in your nature, extraordinary presence. What do I hear? What do I hear? A non-believer. This fairy has no faith in my awesome virtues. She wishes to refuse the word of fate, which put her across my path. Do I have a grudge against her? No, not at all. There are many adventurers who have refused my gifts. Where are these adventurers, you ask me? Oh, I don't know. Would you like me to call Biggie or Big BB, the fairy of adventurers who died after refusing an outstretched hand? All right. What do you have for me, Beatrice? 1,000 gold. Oh, that's a pretty good present, actually. No, I meant my gift will be given to you free of charge in exchange for 1,000 gold. Yes. So that's not free of charge. Deal. Or deal? I don't think we have the same definition of free of charge. Oh, I see. The great Madame Lube Fairy is one of those people. Oh yes, I want help, but I don't want to help back. Of course, I have the fate of small independents at heart, but I refuse to support them financially. After all, my gold is far more valuable than the grateful smiles of my traders and friends. Shame on you for trying to help me. Shame, I say. Someone give me a hammer. Goodbye, bitch. Well, fuck you then. Oh, bitch. The door, I recognize this craft. It's the work of Goro Dogby, the fairy of finished routes. It's closed. Deep in this dank, dimly lit cave lies the fairy queendom. I won't go back until I completed my mission. A stylized fairy, the emblem of Perennium. The emblem decorates the Perennium exit of the fairy queendom. I know y'all are gonna get sick of me butchering that word, but my mouth, I can't say it. So she said she saw a key. What's over here? Oh, who's that? Please tell me I'm dreaming. Well, Lube, the useless fairy. This is the last place I thought I'd find you. Buffalo, the fairy of translations. What are you doing in Fissa? Don't tell me you're stalking poor Toro. A coincidence at most. I don't believe in coincidences, and you better not approach him. Or what? You will lube me to death? I don't care about Toro anymore. Stop talking about it. I can't trust this guy. Buffalo, the sinister fairy of translations. It's me. I never understood why the fairy queen in all her wisdom handed you such a prestigious position. It sure is more glorious than oiling up buttholes. This guy. But translating stuff, it gets pretty boring. The texts I was given to translate were often old legal texts. Nothing that makes your wee-wee hard. Since I no longer reside in Fairy Queendom, I take commissions, just so you know. Translation services on demand. So you translate text on demand? Yeah. When I think about how you always refuse to translate my fanfics, I could have become world famous with your help. Nobody wants to read your angst lemon fix. Sorry, but I'll let you know that I had quite a few fans back then. Your mom doesn't count. Fuck. In short, if I bring you a text, will you translate it for me? 100 gold. What? For you, lousy girl, it will be 100 gold. You shouldn't have sided with Toro when we broke up. Except breaking up with you was the best thing that ever happened to Toro. He's stupid, but he has a pure soul, and you tried to corrupt him. I changed my mind. It will be 300 gold per translation. Son of a... Since I'm feeling generous, if you bring 3 pages to translate, you'll get a small gift. Maybe. Any news from the Fairy Queendom? Because you care, I don't. Because you care, I don't. I was just wondering if my tags have been cleaned up, hehe. Writing the Fairy Queen as a comeback in 200 different languages all over the Queendom in indelible paint was perhaps not the most thoughtful. Nah, but it was pretty funny. Don't tell me you were surprised when the Queen banished you. Like I give a fuck about her bullshit Queendom. I've wanted to leave for a long time. That place had no interest to me since Toru left. We're better off without you, thank you very much. Okay, Toro. When I think about all you've done to Toro, all the bad things you've done to him, all the bad things, I did him a lot of good things, quite the contrary. And I'm not done yet. Didn't you hurt him enough? Leave the poor guy alone. When you're Buffalo's bitch for life. Toro may not know it yet, but he'll soon realize how much he missed my... Oh. It's been a long time since he found a replacement for you. Several even. Who? Show them to me. Bravo, Lube. You just put half the human population in danger. Fuck off. Sure. An old well, it looks deep. I don't think there's water in it. I could easily fly all the way to the bottom, but if anything happens to my wings once I'm down there, I'll be stuck. I need a rope. Okay, so let's go get that rope. I'm so tired of this bullshit. It's the same thing every day. Going to work, realizing shit work has been done, yelling at him, redoing the job he messed up. This boy can't hold a trowel. I can see he's trying though. But what am I supposed to do? I can't pay him if he doesn't work well, but at the same time, I don't want to fire him. And then he goes home tired and on the verge of tears, unpacking the junk he's delivered to Candice's, as if those were the only pleasures he's allowed himself. Do you think I went too hard on him? Oh, I don't know. I think you might as well punch him in the face. Let's save right here. Damn, you're probably right. I want that boy to have a good life. I'll slip an envelope in his bag. I promise not to pay him, but if he finds money, he won't know it's from me, will he? What's your job? You build houses, if I understood correctly. Yeah, everywhere in Perennium, I'm the only one who restored Fissa's barracks before Fissa became Fissa. At the beginning, there were only 2 of us, Miss Candice and me. We arrived here and the village was deserted and in ruins. No one in the houses, and no map even mentioned it, a real ghost town. We settled down and called the place Fissa. I was in charge of the renovations and the construction of what you see around you, and Miss Candice took care of the administrative side, among other things. It's been several years already. Time flies. You've built an entire village all by yourself? That's pretty impressive. Well, a lot of it was already there. Big tower, remains of old houses. I didn't do much. The priority was to build these big walls, which separated us from the forest of the One Peril. I guess the previous villagers ran away because of this damn forest. The forest is not danger per se as long as you don't go too far in, but well, an extra precaution never hurt anyone. So, the kid with you was called Lee, right? Yeah, just Lee. He never told me his last name. He showed up one day in Fissa, crying, completely naked and covered in scratches. He always refused to tell me what happened to him. I just know he can't go back where he came from. I said to myself that the kid deserves some care, so I tried my best. But he can't work for shit and spends all his money on junk. He's a good kid, though. The confiscated package. This is the package that you confiscated from him? Like I give a shit. Knowing him is probably a gigantic dildo. I'll never understand how he can shove stuff up his ass without lube. How many times have I found him in the bushes on all fours ramming one of those things up his butt? This kid is one hell of a pervert. If he wanted cock that badly, he could have just asked, "Oh, give him back his package, it'll cheer him up." But I don't want to cheer him up, I want him to work. There's a time to work and a time for prostate milking. And he still has a hard time understanding that concept. I bet you my helmet that slut is wearing a butt plug right now. You know what, Fairy? I don't want this package. Go and return it yourself. Just don't say I gave it to you. Say you stole it or something. The package is bigger than me. It's going to be hard to lug it over there. If you want to cheer up the kid, you can make the effort. I'll trade you the package for a nice cold beer. Get me a pint and the package is yours. Sup, Daddy? You're available for a small repair? That leaking pipe again, Typhon? I'll gladly help you, but I lost my fucking hammer. Your hammer? The one with the red leather handle? Yeah, I received it yesterday. No way to remember where I put it. Its thick handle fits well in the hand. I refuse to use another one ever again. Okay, well, I'll help you, but you know, busy. You know where to find me when you have your toy back. Where did I put my hammer? A hammer with a red leather handle. Found this weird box. Oh, let's save right here. Huh? Oh yeah, that's mine. Well, mine, not really. I found it in a cave, put it in my bag and immediately forgot about it. It's empty? No idea, never opened it. I'm not the most curious guy, okay? Let's see. Oh. Huh? It's just a flyer. Yen Toys, the sensual sex toy brand arrives in Perennium. Pleasure your prostate like no lover could. The soft texture of Yen Toys brand dildos ensures easy and pain-free penetration, even without lubricant. Just a little saliva is enough. New, the Orc 6000, treat your behind to 12 inches of uncircumcised COCK. Its 4 inches diameter will put the bravest among you to the test. So yeah, so basically sell fuckable tree trunks and without lubricant. Holy shit. There are testimonies. Mark M. I brought the rainbow dick for my wife, but she kept saying it was too big. I fucked myself with it to show her that it wasn't, and she took it very badly and left me. Now I have no wife, but damn, my ass is a real boulevard. Thank you, Yen Toys. There's another one that just says, broke my ass, I'm dying, 5 stars. All my life I've seen men shove weird things up their ass, so dick replicas are pretty tame. There's also a voucher for free geisha balls. You interested? No, you can have it. Join my quest? Would you like to take part in my quest? Is your quest paid for? No. And what does it consist of? I'm looking for a man who would stick something up his ass in front of the Tight King to change his mind about the lube ban. Sorry, kid, but I'm a top, 110%. Never even had suppositories. Find someone else. All right. So he is a top. He said, we ain't doing all that. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this flyer thing? I can't use geisha balls. Free geisha balls. Who wants to give their butt a little treat? Oh my God. Back off, bitches. I was here first. Do you know where? No, heck, they all went away. So you said something about free geisha balls? Which brand? Yen Toys? Free Yen Toys geisha balls? How much you want? Give me your price. 100 gold. I don't fucking know. Sure. Wait, I might have a little extra for you. It pains me to get rid of it, but hey, it's for you. Oh, I got a playing card. Thanks. Thanks to you. Oh, he a freak. What's his card? It's boss. Oh. Boss, a big rough man with a heart just as big. He and Candice made Fissa the jewel it is right now. He loses his temper quite easily. I know what photo they're referencing. Okay. I remember seeing a hammer with a little red handle in this crate, but no, it's not there. What's that noise? It's coming from the entrance of the queendom. Garland? Is that the boss's hammer? It's a hammer, Garland. Are you for real? You fuck everything you find on the floor? It wasn't on the floor, it was in a crate. And I cleaned it first, I'm not a weirdo. Yeah, well, its owner is looking for it. You would be very kind to put it back where you found it. Can't do, won't do. You know my husband is in the sex toy sales business, right? He's constantly asking me to look for new items that can inspire him. And this hammer inspires me a lot. The end of the handle is slightly thicker, which rubs right on the prostate when you push it all the way to the base. A delight. You are going to return this hammer. Nah. And you're too small to carry it yourself. Looks like I win on this one. I could snitch you. Your price. Huh? The price for your silence. How much do you want? 500, 1,000 gold? I also have a playing card if you want. Now we're talking. Excuse me. Give me 1,000 gold. You get 1,000 gold, don't be proud of it. Your desires are orders, my queen. Now let daddy have a little fun with his new toy. Okay, what do I do now? Oh, I can buy him a beer. Can I have a beer, please? 100 gold. Yes, please. Okay. It's a beer. What do you want me to say? Thank you. Okay. Meow. And one cold beer coming right up. Ugh, you spilled most of it. Don't piss me off, asshole. This shit was heavy as fuck. All right. No need to yell. Thank you, fairy. A promise is a promise. Here's your package. It's long and cylindrical. I'll stay here for a while. I don't want him to think I'm not mad anymore. Hey, Lee, I have a surprise for you. Have you found a way to make me disappear in a corner of the universe so that my existence no longer spoils that of others? No, better than that. Ta-da! But it's my package. The only one I had delivered to Candice's and boss confiscated from me. The very one. Impossible, how'd you get it? Just don't say I gave it back to you. Say you stole it or something. I'll say I stole it from boss. I know I look frail, but I'm really good at stealing stuff. That dress, stole it. My hat, stole it. Stealing your package was child's play. I just had to wait for boss to turn around for a quick piss and boom. In the pocket. I think there are laws against this. Kid, take your package and stop asking questions. Anyway, can I open it? Hurry up, curiosity gives me wrinkles. Is that a severed tentacle? It's made by Yin Toys. It's a new material called silicone, so soft and firm. Oh, it's a tentacle replica then. All right, and what's it for? You fuck yourself with it. Oh, all right. Doesn't that shock you more than that? Kid, I'm going to take this opportunity to introduce myself. I'm the Lube Fairy. Let me tell you, I've helped a lot of men get off on things far stranger than a tentacle replica. Nothing shocks me anymore. Well, maybe one thing. I helped a friend put his own arms up up to his elbows in his ass one day. It's something you don't see every day, thankfully. Why the sad face? Doesn't that cheer you up? Of course, but I don't think I want it anymore. Huh? I do bad work. Results, boss is angry and I stress out. I spend all my money on this kind of useless stuff to relax. Boss is right. I spend too much time buying toys to forget about my problems rather than fixing them. Could you resell this toy for me at Candice's? Sure. Thank you. Oh, come back with the full amount, please. Times are tough. Candice's. Would you buy this trinket? A trinket? Have you seen the brand written on it? Yin Toys is the best of the best in terms of sex toys. These craftsmen are very well known. Gonna save. Where did you find that? It's Lee who asked me to sell it. It's that kid Lee who asked me to sell it for him. He's too embarrassed to sell it himself. Lee is reselling one of his precious toys? All right, we've seen it all. This kid has a famous reputation here. Anyway, it's very good quality. I'll buy it back from you for 2,000 gold. 2,000 gold is my final price. All right. All right, here's your money. Here you go, kid. Your tentacle is sold at Candice's. Here's your money. Farewell, my dear tentacle. I haven't even had the opportunity to try you. But selling you will be the first step to a better Lee. A Lee that will make boss proud. Next step is to learn how to make cement. Stop trying to do everything on your own. It's okay to ask for help. People aren't behind you, staring at you and waiting for you to screw up, like you seem to think. But they can't guess you need help if you keep it to yourself. You can stand there trying to learn everything on your own, or you can ask boss to teach you. And the second solution is the fastest and most rewarding, trust me. Thank you, Madam Fairy. It's going to take a lot of courage to go to boss and ask him for help, since he already does so much for me, but I want to learn. I will do my best. Now that all this is settled, oh my gosh, we have a lot to discuss. Let's talk about boss. A strong personality, this boss guy. He's so kind. Not the first adjective that would come to mind, but I believe you. The first night I came here, I was not in good shape. He took me home and gave me a bath. He cooked a broth that I will remember for the rest of my life. He left his bed for me to go to sleep in a chair, but I couldn't stop sobbing, so he joined me and hugged me all night. He smelled so good, and he was so warm. It's like sleeping with the sun. I wonder if he takes off his mask to sleep. The next day he built me a bed and he hired me as a laborer. I was so grateful that I didn't dare telling him I didn't know anything about the job. What was your life before Fissa? Boss told me about your arrival in Fissa. He told me you were completely naked and covered in scratches. Oh, nothing serious. Let's talk about something else. You don't want to talk about it? Nothing to worry about, Madam Fairy. I'm feeling better since I've been in Fissa. Boss is taking care of me. You didn't have friends before Fissa? Well, I moved around a lot. I always ended up getting run out. The last village that welcomed me asked for my departure in quite a violent way and burned my house and chased me with torches and pitchforks. I wandered around for a few days and came across Fissa. The locals offered me to stay, for now. Eviction, burnt houses, pitchforks, and torches. This is not normal behavior. What made the people of this one village so much animosity towards such a nice young man? So what's up with you and these tentacles? What's the deal with the tentacles, kid? My deal? Everyone loves tentacles, right? I'm in a good position to tell you no. Most of the men I lubricated while they were in the grip of a swarm of tentacles didn't seem to appreciate the intrusion. At first, anyway. Tentacles are great. They're like a... Oh my god. He just really likes tentacles. Sure, buddy. I've always wanted to take a bath of tentacles. They're very rare in the area, and then the absence of lubricant would make it less pleasant for sure. Why did I get rid of my silicone tentacle? What a stupid kid. Madam Candice. Listen, kiddo, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I listened to your conversation. My little Lee who sells his toys, that seemed too weird to me. Boss doesn't care about your bizarre sex toy obsession. He only requests that you stop using them during work hours. It's just that it helps me relax. You said it yourself, you want to make boss proud. If you learn to do your job properly, you will stress less, and therefore you will no longer need to hide behind a bush. Hide behind a bush to push a plug up your ass. Madam Candice, please, not in front of my new friend. I mean, no one will mind if you use a toy in privacy of your bedroom or just find better hiding spots. How many times I had to get Toro to chill after he saw you behind a house. Anyway, you can take your toy back. You can keep the money. Consider it a gift from your friend Candice. Really? Thank you very much, Madam Candice. I'll be right back. I'll quickly put it away. I need 15 minutes. All right. He's a nice kid, but he needs to learn to control his hormones. He has his package delivered to your place, correct? Yes, and I've seen dozens go by. I'm not complaining. His purchases keep the business going. It's not that the 2 hammers that boss buys me every year that will bring in the coins. Are you going to ask him to go with you to see the Tight King? I don't know. There are other men in Fissa. I have to carefully think about it. Take your time. Your decision will determine the fate of all Peremians.
Sword. Dude, when that sword, they're like filled up. It's like if I didn't work, I shouldn't have worked them out.
Anyway, good luck to you, Fairy. Hope all goes well in your quest. I'm going back to my shop. Here I am. Sorry for taking so much time. I couldn't find my keys. Sure. Okay. What is going on with your infamous sex toy collection? I met my friend Toro. He told me that you have an impressive collection of sex toys. Yes. I tried to be discreet, but everyone knows now. Sex toys are practical. They do their job. They allow you to spend a good evening without the risk of hurting your partner. Why would this little guy be afraid of hurting his partners? You know, solitary pleasure is great, but if you want good meat, there are quite a few men here who would be okay to give it to you. Who are you talking about? I'm talking about Boss. Boss said explicitly that if you wanted all you had to do was ask. Ask Boss to? Are you out of your mind? I touched the sensitive chord, it seems. Boss deserves much better than me, and also his is way too big, and I'm also not experienced enough to satisfy him, and also, well, it's best not to broach the subject again. Want to join me on a quest? I'm looking for a knight for a quest. Ah, yes, you mentioned it earlier. What's it about? I want to lift the law against lubricant. For that, I need a fellow traveler to go to the castle and request an audience with the Tight King. The anti-lubrication law? I've always lived in Perennium, although in different villages. I've not known many men, but I've already sunk in different diameters. I don't think lube is an essential thing. Oh kid, you can't even imagine how wrong you are. It may be time for me to get out my ultra convincing argument. Please note that by choosing yes, you will move on to the second chapter of your adventure and leave Fissa. Okay, guys, so this is going to be the end. Are you sure you want to make Lee your traveling companion? Okay, guys, so this is going to be the end of this video. So far, I think I do want to go with Lee, but I might want to explore a bit more. So you guys let me know, should I go with Lee or should I look around for other guys? Until next time, see ya.
Bitch, I'm a Candice back again. Go, go. When you're sliding